What's going on, baseball fans? Jeremy Laracuente here for the Baseball Banter Broadcast. On this broadcast, we are going to be bantering about crafting the ultimate five-tool player using the 2023 Pittsburgh Pirates. Now, we've been doing this ongoing series, and we have a corresponding article up on laracuenteledger.com, so make sure you check it out. Links are in the show notes below. We're going to begin telling you what a five-tool player is, followed by the contact tool. Now, for those that may not know, the five-tool player encompasses 5 different skills, and it is listed out as contact, power, speed, arm, and fielding. So in order for us to create the ultimate five-tool player, we have to put together 5 players to equal out this tool set. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make it 5 individual players and not double up on any one specific player. So with that in mind, we're going to begin with contact. And when it comes to the 2023 Pittsburgh Pirates, the contact tool is Bryan Reynolds. This newly extended Pittsburgh Pirate is one of the best and more underrated players, in my opinion. I think that for Pittsburgh, having this switch hitter capable of really being a 300-plus hitter and being in the middle of the order is such a dynamic and wonderful thing for this organization. Being able to have extended him long-term, keeping him a career Pittsburgh Pirate, hopefully, is just a wonderful thing for the game. I think that when we see players like this that have been truly blessed with a gifted skill set, being able to be one of the better hitters in Major League Baseball, and you're able to keep him in a city which is a smaller market like Pittsburgh, comparatively speaking to some of the other cities around the world and around the game of Major League Baseball, having Bryan Reynolds stay a Pittsburgh Pirate is such a wonderful thing for the team and for the sport. And again, this player is able to be a consistent force in that lineup, and that's why he's named the contact tool. When it comes to the power tool for the 2023 Pittsburgh Pirates, Jack Suwinski is the player that we're naming. It's not just about the home runs, and at the time of the writing of the article for this particular video, he had 5 home runs at the time, but it's also about the force that comes off of the bat, the exit velocity that he is capable of putting up. This is really a player that is starting to come into his own. And for the Pirates, again, this was a season that was not expected to be much of anything other than a rebuilding year, maybe figuring out what you have in the minor leagues. This has been a Pirates team that has gotten off to such a tremendous start. And part of that is because of a player like Jack Suwinski, who's really starting to mature into his own game and find his power stroke. And for that reason, he is the power tool. As we look at the speed tool for the 2023 Pittsburgh Pirates, there's no doubt about it that their speed threat, their biggest asset right now, is Ji-hwan Bae. This has been one of the most dynamic players in the first month of the season, and it has been because of his ability to run down balls in the outfield, his ability to go first to third, steal bases. This is a dynamic player for the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is one of the players and one of the reasons, in my opinion, as to why the Pittsburgh Pirates have gotten off to such a good start in 2023. Ji-hwan Bae is definitely one of the reasons why, and it's because of his assets, which are his speed and his legs. So definitely the speed tool for the Pirates. When it comes to the arm tool for the Pittsburgh Pirates, we're going to take a little bit of a liberty here. It is Oneil Cruz. Now, the reason I say that is because obviously Oneil is on the 60-day IL after the injury that he suffered at the beginning of the season. And for that reason, he's likely not going to see much time, maybe even at all, for the rest of the year. But there's no doubt about it, when you've seen this player play, the absolute rocket of an arm that he has as a 6'7" shortstop. There's no doubt it is one of the most impressive things to watch him launch absolute missile rockets to the first baseman's mitt. And for that reason, he is named the arm tool. Now, when it comes to the fielding tool, there are few better in terms of young players on the come up in the defensive ranks than Ke'Bryan Hayes. This is going to be a player that absolutely will rival Nolan Arenado and Manny Machado for the Gold Glove and the Platinum Gloves in the National League for the next several seasons. For me, I think that Hayes has the ability to really put himself in a different level, to put himself into that Manny Machado, Nolan Arenado stratosphere when it comes to defensive abilities. That's how talented this player is. Yes, the offensive ability needs to continue to mature and to grow and to be able to come into his own, but defensively, this is already one of the best players in baseball. So no doubt about it, Ke'Bryan Hayes is the fielding tool for the 2023 Pittsburgh Pirates. But I want to hear from you, baseball fans. Let me know, Pirates fans, how would you craft your ultimate 5-tool player using the 2023 roster? Let me know that down in the comments, or find me over on Twitter at banter_baseball. We can keep the conversation rolling. If you want to find more from us on our social media outlets, we are on Instagram and TikTok at Baseball Banter Broadcast. You can also find the corresponding article to this video on laracuenteledger.com. We post new articles there daily. That's right, daily. Mostly covering the world of Major League Baseball, but we will throw some other things in there throughout the course of the year. And as always, if you want to find and show some more support for the channel, you can head over to our merchandise shop, baseballbanterbroadcast.com, in which we have a ton of merch up and even more promo codes that you can use to save on repping the channel. And when it comes to repping the channel, there's one way you can help us do it, and it is by hitting the subscribe button on this YouTube channel. Most of our audience isn't subscribed yet to the channel, so as we continue to try to grow this baseball community, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button as we continue to build and grow this baseball family. So I will catch you on the next broadcast as we banter about baseball. Peace.